back at camp.
Oh, glory. Thank you, mon ami.
Care to explain? Your father.
I don't think of him as my father anymore.
Still, why didn't you just tell us?
Because it's private. And it's painful and it's none of your business. I cut ties with him decades ago.
Lying by omission is still lying.
I've told you everything you need to know.
I'd rather make that determination for myself.
I think we can all understand where each other's coming from, right? He hasn't steered us wrong yet. But we're a team now. And we won't get very far if we don't trust each other.
Family's complicated.
Old friend, you've traveled miles, spinning in circles. Your blind eyes on the dial, stripping off.
The stories say that Gestrels reincarnate. Is that true? Can you bring Noko back?
Partially. We can bring Noko back to life. But not all of Noko will return. It will be a different Noko. The one you knew is gone.
I'm so very sorry, my friend. And all for naught. The Painter's heart was in that manor, and now it's gone. We have no way to access the monolith.
Expedition 58 seemed to think you knew another way.
What?
We found 58 and their journals.
So that's how you... I wasn't hiding it. If that's what you're implying. It's a dead end.
Wait, what are you talking about?
There is someone else who can help us.
Okay. Similar face to the, I suppose, heart of the
Excuse
Painters.
me. Is it true? Can you make a weapon that can pierce the barrier? Do you need something from the Axons? Do you need their hearts?
Look, to create this weapon, he needs enormous amounts of pure chroma, which is way beyond what we can get from Nevrons. The only source are axons, yes. But like I said, that's a dead end, it's impossible.
Why? What are axons?
They're massive creatures living on islands around the monolith. They're much stronger and much more dangerous than Nevrons. I can't die, and I still couldn't take them down.
Yet we found the corpse of one in Old Lumiere, so it's possible.
I don't know how that one died. But I'm telling you, listen to me, please. Our chances of taking them down without you lot dying are close to zero.
Close, but not zero. Death is coming either way. And as expeditioners, if we die fighting.
Wonderful pep talk.
I know.
Alright, if we're going to fight the Axons, then let's be smart about it.
What do you mean?
I've had a few rough encounters with the Axons. There are 3 located on islands around the monolith, and we need at least 2 hearts to get enough chroma. One lives on a mountain too high for us to reach, so that one's out. We should start with the one to the west of the monolith. It's already been weakened by previous expeditions, right?
Yeah, good idea. Maximize our chances.
Or we embrace the challenge and pick the one in the east.
I like your spirit.
Thank you.
Did you listen to what I just said?
Okay. Well, there we are. Back at camp. And we have the journal. I do want to listen to that journal now that it's actually available. 58.
Expedition 58, Delphine. The behemoth is such a marvel. It has a small city on its back that I really want to explore. But the others think it's too risky, too easy to get caught by the nevs around here. Verso called this thing an axon. Apparently they are incredibly powerful, with hearts of pure chroma, utterly unkillable. Except, clearly, something did. Verso and his father, Renoir, spent years trying to kill the Axons, hoping to forge their hearts into a weapon to break the barrier. But no dice. I bet the curator would love to get his hands on one of those hearts. He could easily forge such a weapon.
Okay. Well, let's quickly run over to the curator. Was it over here? No, this... Or is it? No, this is where this guy is. We haven't found anyone new. I always have to get my bearings again in camp. Right, the dark cave where the creepy guy lives. The creepy, very helpful guy. Let's upgrade expedition resources. Right, we have some color of lumina. And let's be real, Monoko needs them the most. So let's pump all the color of lumina into Monoko. There we go. Now he's nearly caught up. We can't improve the energy tint, but to be honest, I don't think I've used that more than maybe twice or 3 times. I'm not sure. Let's take... No, that was the wrong one. My bad. I meant to click the weapons. Upgrade weapons. Now, what do we have? We only have 1 resplendent chroma catalyst. And we require 1 to get that to level 10. Let's take a look at the other weapons. You have a level 9 one. So we are all... No, you are at level 11. Yours is level 9, yours is level 9, yours is level 10. Okay, so we have 3 level 9s, and we can only upgrade 1. I'm not sure if I want to stick with this one. I mean, electric is good. Oh right, I should do more base attacks with that. I keep forgetting, but yeah, I should do base attacks, and then it's gonna be more useful. Balanced mask applies powerful for 3 turns. Okay. +1 action point when stains are consumed. I consume a lot of stains, I think. Yeah, let's upgrade this one. And I really like having Lune on my team anyways, so that makes sense. We don't have any more resplendent chroma catalysts. So that is that for now. Let's talk to the people. Shall we? Ciel?
All these years and you've never defeated an Axon?
They're kind of tough.
And do you think our chances are close to zero?
I didn't think you cared about odds.
Lune and I have less than a year. But Mael's different.
Yeah, let's spend some time with Ciel. Talk about things.
Story time?
Let me think.
Come on. You've been alive for over 60 years. You must have tons of stories.
Over 100 years actually, so it's hard to choose.
Over 100 years, actually. So, it's hard to choose.
You're 100 years old and so indecisive?
All right. Let me think.
Let's go with something personal.
Okay. I'm going to share something deeply personal with you.
Oh, I'm so intrigued.
It's about my hair.
Your hair? That's a bit literal on the dark and personal.
Hey, I'm sharing a heartfelt secret here. Do you want the story or not?
Please, do share.
Sometime after the fracture, my hair turned completely white, like an old man. Luckily, the Gestrel village has a hairstylist quite skilled in color treatments.
Lucky.
But he's always napping when I get there, and his apprentice always mucks things up. I'm lucky my hair's not purple this time.
Purple could be fun.
So, your turn.
I mean, purple's my favorite color, so yeah, sure, go for it, Verso.
That was hardly dark or personal.
White hair? Old man, I'm revealing myself here.
All you've revealed is that you're vain, and that you're really bad at making appointments.
Vain? Hey, I'm not the one with all the bracelets and rings.
Actually, my students made these bracelets for me, to remember them by. Because chances are we'll never see each other again.
Not necessarily.
I'm an optimist, but I'm also a realist. My youngest student is 6. Her parents will gommage when she's 12, and she herself won't live past 21. Her parents did the maths. They'll have 12 years as a family, and she'll experience 21 years of life. These are the choices we get to make. The earlier you have children, the more time you get to share with them, the more life they'll get to live. And every year you wait...
You're shortening your child's life.
Precisely.
You don't have any children, though.
No, I don't, but I have my students. One of my friends, Sophie, said it best. She said she loves her children so much, the best thing she could do for them is not to have them. See? Dark and personal.
Yeah, you've set the bar high.
Come back with a better story next time.
Though Verso's story was rather lacking, Ciel appreciates Verso slightly more than before. Okay. That is a relationship level increase. I don't know how high that goes. Ciel and Verso spend a bit too long teasing each other before going back to the others. Okay. Linnea, I'm sure we have a lot to talk about.
Okay. We'll, talk later then.
Yeah, let's spend some time with Linnea as well. Verso approaches Linnea. He can see that she wants to ask him more questions.
I've been wondering, why stay on the continent alone? Why not return to Lumia?
I did. I went back. Helped with the rebuild. After the fracture, we didn't have anything. Food, shelter. None of it.
Things must have been chaotic then.
Nothing like the end of the world to bring out the best and worst in us. I almost miss those times. You know, the dome shield. My father and I helped build that.
Oh. Why'd you leave then?
Those early expeditions, they were search and rescue. We didn't know about the Paintress then. We just wanted to find our loved ones. Like my mother.
I see. But this time, you didn't go back.
People didn't trust me. Guess I'm hard to trust.
Perhaps.
Guess they thought I knew more than I did. Halfway to the monolith, I was betrayed. Barely escaped. Kind of killed my interest in returning home. What about you? Do you miss home?
I spent my whole life studying the Paintress and the monolith. This is where I need to be.
What a long-winded way to avoid answering the question.
Yes, there are things I miss.
You paint such a vibrant picture.
If you must know what I really miss of Viennoiserie.
Oh, good answer. I miss those too. What?
I enjoyed this conversation.
High praise.
Lune feels more relaxed in Verso's presence. She appreciates that Verso has shared actually useful information. Relationship level increase. Lune. Okay, let's continue. Lune becomes lost in thought, reflecting on the information that Verso has shared. Verso feels ignored and goes back to the others. Lune is just more the quiet type, I feel like. So feeling ignored might be a bit, unnecessary there.
Ready for the axons? Of course you are.
Do you want to spend time with Mael? Sure. Versa joins Mael, who is throwing rocks by the lake.
Throwing rocks again?
Mm-hmm. You should try.
Eski would be horrified that we're throwing stones into the lake.
Or he'd be super happy because we're sending them soaring on fun little adventures.
Oh, so they're like little rock expeditioners.
Exactly.
Would that make you the Paintress then? Would that make you Lumiere then? I think Lumiere is probably the better one. Both are interesting. Would that make you... I guess since the rocks come from her, go into an expedition into the lake, the Paintress would be in the lake. So would that make you Lumiere then?
Would that make you Lumiere then?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm launching them on their journey and watching them from afar. Stone after stone after stone, knowing they'll never come back.
And knowing you'll never stop. Poetic, but kind of depressing for a 16-year-old. No, I'll keep the thought going. And knowing you'll never stop.
Knowing you'll never stop.
You get it.
Yeah, I enjoy depressing poetry too.
That doesn't surprise me.
Is that what you're writing in your notebook all the time? Depressing poetry.
It's not all depressing. Why, what do you write about? You don't seem like a sunshine and rainbows type.
Mostly poetic insults to use on Monoko. I'm currently comparing him to the backside of an owl. Actually, writing is cathartic for me. It helps. Getting the thoughts out of my head and onto the paper. Giving shape to my feelings.
Can I see?
Do I get to read yours?
Do I get to read yours?
Mine's kind of personal.
Well, so is mine.
Yeah, but I bet you secretly want people to read it.
Okay, fine. I'll let you read mine, if I get to read yours.
Okay, deal.
Be kind, though.
Yeah, I can't promise that.
Mael and Versa feel closer to each other. That goes up to a 2. Mael and Versa spend some time together. Mael proves to be extremely critical of Versa's writing. They go back to the others after Mael is done teasing Versa. Monoko.
I'm sorry, mon vieux. We'll bring Noko back.
I know.
I'm ready. Just say the word.
When the time is right. After we've settled this.
Do you want to spend time with Monoko? Yes, of course.
I see you got stronger.
Well, I didn't spend the last few years hiding in the mountains.
The mountain where a Pelerin cut you in half and you cried for my help.
Yeah, the mountain where a Stalag stomped you and I had to evacuate you.
You want to fight?
Well, unlike Jestrels, I need sleep, so I'll pass.
Oh, Jestrels don't need sleep. Okay, good to know.
Coward.
Have you seen how weak you are now? I'd beat you blindfolded. I'll admit I'm afraid of you. I think they've got this kind of banter going, so I'll keep that up.
Have you seen how weak you are now? I'd beat you blindfolded.
In the mountains, I have learned inner peace. These petty provocations do not work on me anymore.
I've missed our little excursions. Yeah, you do too, I know.
Remember our first battle against the duelist?
Sure do. We got our asses kicked pretty hard.
And this one time we tried to swim to the Red Tree Island and you got eaten by that snake?
Oh yeah, it turns out living inside a snake's belly is possible when you're mortal. Carving my way out was a nightmare though.
Remember that time you got stuck under a building for a year? Remember that time when you challenged Eskie to a duel? That makes me think that's a lie. But I still want to hear it.
Remember that time when you challenged Eskie to a duel?
Well, someone conveniently forgot to mention that Eskie is the most powerful creature in the world. Good times. Oh, and remember when...
Monoko and Versa fall back into the familiar pattern of their camaraderie. That goes to a 1.
Good times indeed.
They spend a bit more time bragging before going back to the others. Eskie, I'm not challenging you to a duel, I just want to talk.
Mad.
Eskie?
I'm stinking mad.
About Noko?
That was mean. I thought he cared. Renoir's not being Renoir.
He's not. I know, buddy. I'm mad too.
Yeah, let's spend some time with Eskie. Versa approaches Eskie, who stares intently at his armband.
That armband looks nice.
Yeah, guess it's official. We're part of the disaster expedition now.
Yeah, I guess it's official. We're part of the disaster expedition now.
Are you jealous?
Are you jealous?
I'm doing all the hard work. Where's my armband?
I'm sure we can get you one.
So, you want an armband too?
Maybe.
You barely have arms.
Not true. Anyway, I want a headband.
Aw, I'm sure we can get you a headband at some point.
Your head is humongous. We're gonna need so much cloth.
I have a big brain.
Don't doubt it.
All right, Monsieur Big Brain. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, there it is. Happy now?
Happy now?
Ooh, this is the nicest thing ever.
Eskia is even more excited than usual. Verso has given Eskia the greatest gift ever. Eskia is overcome with emotion. Yeah, that gets us up to a level 3. Eskia dances around with his armband for a bit before they return to the others. Glad Eskia is happy about that. That is everybody talked to. Check up on the others.
So, the masked person with Renoir, that's your sister? Not a hard leap to make.
Her name's Alicia.
What's wrong with her? She wears a mask all the time, she never talks, and she's always staring.
She was trapped in a fire a long time ago. Damaged her face and her throat, so, yeah.
Why did they come to see me?
I don't know. That surprised me when he told me. She helped me before. I thought she'd help me again, but it seems she's chosen a different side. Family is complicated, right?
Yeah.
Do you want the armband back?
What?
I feel like a fraud wearing it, given, you know.
Wear it anyway. You said you chose your side, right?
I did. You're not upset with me?
Strangely, no. I hate secrets, but Gustav always gave people the benefit of the doubt. And your actions are what matters. I trust you.
Thanks.
Well, that's nice. Okay, anyone else to check up on? Write in the journal for Gustav's apprentices. Let's not forget to do that. Maëlle finds a spot where she can write. She spends some time writing in Gustav's journal to honor his memory. She writes about old Lumiere and how their city was actually transported from the continent to the ocean. She hopes Gustav's apprentices will read this journal someday. Maëlle heads back. I guess we'll go to sleep. Alright. Let's see what the next day brings. What is in store for us, and what the what are they called? Axons? What these guys are all about. And how much stronger we need to be to actually beat one of those, because I feel like if they all failed so decisively, we're probably not ready yet. Eskia ability unlocked. Swim through coral reefs. Hell yeah, we can do some backtracking to find some more stuff. And I think we'll do that for a bit. Expedition escape. Eskia can now take you onto the continent from any expedition flag. Okay. Very cool, very cool. One thing. I have to jot down quite a few editing notes because I'm not editing this all down today. Usually when I edit stuff the same day it's released. I don't have a particularly rough time remembering, you know, what happened, what I have to edit down, but now that, you know what, I think I'll stick with this team for a bit. The others are a bit under-leveled, but I do kind of want this party for now. I like this party. Yeah, but since I am going to edit this down tomorrow, I really have to take some notes to remember everything. Otherwise there'll be, like, just sudden breaks of silence in the video, and nobody wants that. Okay.
Time for swim, and go!
Do we break them, or do we just... Yeah, we do break them. Okay, very nice. Let's break some corals, I guess.